Good suggestions. All right, there is a internet ad about abortion, and I'm going to show it to everybody. I want to warn of you, this is a very offensive ad.
Yeah.
It features a comedian and an actor playing Jesus. Roll it.
Jesus, when does life begin?
At 40. What?
And he was like,
But fertilized eggs aren't people. People are people.
and I was like, thank you.
But people who believe fertilized eggs are people too. And you have to love them. You're not better than them.
And I was like, you're right. Thanks, Jesus.
Boy, I'd like to hit her with a pie right there in that little bang. You know the soupy sales thing? Boom,
Oh yeah,
right
that'd be
there.
good. Bill,
All right.
how do we go from Carol Burnett, Lucille Ball, Lily Tomlin, Gilda Radner to that? I don't.
It's
How is
sign
that
of the time.
funny?
Now, who put it out, and what? I understand it's a long thing. Obviously, we're not going to use any more of it. But who put it out and why?
Yeah, it's this group for a creative majority, and they're trying to get reproductive rights at the forefront. Again, they're trying to shift the discussion back to the war against women stuff. And I think what we see is, number one, that ad's not going to convince. And if they want to convince people of something, that ad's just going to make more people think that Sarah Silverman is a complete buffoon and aggressively unfunny, and a woman who knows nothing about religion and doesn't. I mean, if she did that ad and invoked the Prophet Muhammad, Bill, then I'd think she was really gutsy. But because she's just ridiculing Christians or spoofing the whole thing, I don't think it's very unusual.
Do you think? Let me ask you a
original.
hypothetical. And I usually don't do that on this
Yeah.
program, but do you think, Ms. Silverman, who I don't know, does
She's not funny.
Does she have any idea that putting an actor in the place of Jesus and having the actor say, fertilized eggs aren't people? I mean, does she have any idea how many people will find that to be grossly offensive? Do you think she knows?
I'm not sure what she knows. I think she speaks in mostly cliches and tired old shibboleths. And Sarah, look it up. So I don't think she knows all that much. But I do think what we understand is that the pro-life movement in the country is growing. I mean, it's becoming more acceptable among young people to be pro-life.
And why do you think that
is?
Why do you think that? And the polls reflect what Ms. Laura is saying.
Yes.
That the pro-life point of view is rising. Why?
I think scientifically, even if you're not all that religion, science makes us understand that life begins at conception.
And how does science do that?
Well, because it's when we become distinct human beings, when our DNA is formed, when our human genome becomes complete. We are the beginning of life, and it's human life. And I mean, we all were former embryos, right? We didn't have a choice in the matter about whether we were embryos. We were embryos, and we became fully formed human beings. But most people believe now that even after the first 3 months, there should be serious restrictions on abortion. And so that first trimester, you still have the country split on supreme abortion rights. But most people think with technology and being able to see inside the womb, issues of fetal pain, Bill, when you can see fingertips.
Has really come across, and human DNA now is established on conception. So when the egg is fertilized, the DNA accompanies it, and I'm sure Jesus knows that. Not that idiot actor, but Jesus himself does know. All right, Laura. Thanks very much. Directly ahead, the national.